Hello, my name is Lotta Barr. I am from Dr. M's English 2342 class, and today I will be presenting to you my critical analysis presentation over my findings from Snow Glass Apples by Neil Gaiman. Some background information on Snow Glass Apples. Again, the author of this narrative was Neil Gaiman, and so in his narrative, he struck a lot of inspiration from the story Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Through this inspiration, he retold his own story with a gothic twist, keeping similar characteristics and descriptions to show that the story was the inspiration. So this was able to be seen through the casting of having a prince, a king, a queen, and then the stepdaughter, which would have been the princess, mimicking Snow White, but she often had a lot of differences not related to her personal characteristics, as so having the black hair, her lips being red, white skin, very similar to that of the snow. So he did a great job maintaining that commonality between the stories while making it different. His appeal of the story, though, did emphasize and focus on good versus evil and who prevails in the end. So this was a different direction in the prior narrative we were once familiar with in the retold version of Snow Glass Apples. My central thesis was that we were able to see the tensions rise as the queen and stepdaughter struggled to obtain control of the kingdom through the themes of revenge, jealousy, and vampirism. So Gaiman's writing and work really helped these two themes stay relevant throughout all of it, and it helped us understand through his description and details through his characters what it was that was fueling the jealousy, helped us understand what it was a stepdaughter truly is behind her behavior and being a vampire, and how her sexual relations with her father fueled the queen's jealousy, and then how they fought back and forth for revenge once she was outcasted, and then the queen wanted to do what was right by her people. So, as previously stated, to reiterate, the settings were really important to Gaiman. He used the settings, like in other stories we discussed, to help with the unfolding of the events, and they were symbolic to things that were going to happen, whether it be to the stepdaughter or the queen. The beating heart in the chambers not only meant what one would believe, that it was in relation to the daughter's own life, but it was actually symbolic to the queen's timeline on her life. It meant something totally different than what she thought as security and safety from her stepdaughter and her evil. There was a misinterpretation of what that led to, and then what the people believed the forest to be, but what it actually was symbolic to. Like how the setting was really important through his work, I also chose to show emphasis on how the characters and themes he also used were very important in the development of his work. It helped us see the tensions build, the story reach the climax, and it also really alluded and foreshadowed what was yet to come. His ability to use such description helped us as the reader envision and see as if we were there watching the story unfold before our eyes. Again, just the setting holding so much weight to what it really represented besides just being a forest or even the heart. It meant more, and so his description let us better understand and see just the weight of what it really meant. And so just to reiterate how the forest represented death, just some quotes: it was a dark place, a time of hunger, of snow, and of death. It really represented a little bit more than death. It was the unknown and the individuals that were outcasted from the kingdom. But I felt there was a misinterpretation of what it was that the heart truly meant. The heart showed the fight between good and evil for who was going to win and have control of the kingdom, but the queen thought that it represented safety and protection, when really it foreshadowed the daughter taking back control of the kingdom and the queen losing her life, that it represented that shift in reign. There were a lot of interesting things from Gaiman's work that we were able to see through such details that he provided and his setting, characters, and themes, but his themes were also connected to the Snow Glass and Apples, which I found very interesting because in the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, you see these objects and these mentions of the Snow Glass and Apples, but each one of these was tied to a theme that we saw in revenge, jealousy, and vampirism. And overall, all the details just helped us better piece together and understand what it was that was happening through the sexual relations we saw and why the daughter acted the way she was. Thank you for your time and patience. Listed are my sources.